It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Five yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
The score, Jaguars 7, Titans 0. Josh Lambo to kick off 4.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, 10, touchdown Titans. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Number 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Check, block 54, block 54. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds Howard complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now a throw out to his fullback. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
54.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, here's Henry. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 29. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down, Titans.
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown. his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Extra point.
The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go, go, go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check.
This is Geis. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big-time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Mikey, 18. Check the crowd. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Come on, dude. Kill, kill, kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
In your face. 36, 36. Hey, what's that? What's that? 19. What? 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check, 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 check.
He'll look to throw. Finding Harris over the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Gain of 3. It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. DJ Chark the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Game at 14. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He's going deep for Brown. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit. But I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man right side is Shark. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask moves him closer, and now first and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Titans 14. Josh
and Lambo now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. That's caught by Howard. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now a timeout taken. Good. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
9-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. Leads to 2nd and goal.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lambo will put this one through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone...
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards.
At the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a... Back for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Malik Hooker on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Just like that. Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hatchet.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Again, it's Henry. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And now onto the field comes the Jags offense. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmaker.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
That is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Jaguars 42, Titans 14.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown 78 yards. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
For the extra point.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
That's the end.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now this time he'll look to throw. On the slant, this is Chark. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
More yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Come on.
2nd down and inches. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
11 more on that one and another first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. That one caught out wide by Julio. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.